See, these are the blood oaths, and these are the pacts that our people are taking with people that they don't even know, and then they wonder why there is retribution on said people. Because the trick of the devil is to make you do it to yourself, right? It's all about your participation. You do it, you self-inflicted. But it's through the what? It's through the technology of the trickster. It's through the quote unquote falsehood of the false prophet and the false messenger. It's you getting tricked into tricking yourself out of your position and whatnot. You are doing it.
We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population.
So she had Planned Parenthood in Dallas with the Beyonce and Kelly Rowland in the zoot suit, but Planned Parenthood, they had vehicles. They were doing it on site. So while they were harnessing all of those people at the Harris rallies, they were committing murder in their quote unquote trucks and whatnot. Check this out. And they were harvesting organs as well. And check this out. This is what they had our people fighting for. This is what they have our people standing behind, right?
But from my view, I believe that there should be no more babies.
They said catless. When JD Vance threw the word out there about catless women with no babies, it was code word. It wasn't a direct thing. He was speaking to the fact that this group or this organization is following the theology of a woman. This woman, her imprints in the Democratic Party or the theology of the Democrats is very, very deep. They are intricately tethered to Margaret Sanger. Okay, they're tethered to her. So all of that shit that she's about and that she's talking about, people vicariously are agreeing to that. That's a contract.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously.
So all of that, I don't want to procreate. I don't want no damn children. Fuck them kids and all of that. That's coming from this feminazi. Gloria Steinem comes in later on and she pushes the narrative. You understand? And it's continuously happening.
The Negro population.
But from my view, I believe that there should be no more babies.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision.
And the reason they've pushed the so-called liberal inverted Democrats have pushed for late abortions is because you get more money for body parts on the black market when they are fully formed. So there have been quite a few journalistic exposés on Planned Parenthood selling children's parts, organs and tissues to stem cell researchers. Here's some footage.
In several American states, abortion is allowed up to and including the moment of birth. Full-term abortion is the term coined for this event. The doctors at Planned Parenthood have no problems with this. On the contrary, on several occasions, medical staff were caught on hidden cameras selling body parts of aborted babies to third parties. Nurses admitted to knowing exactly how to turn the baby in its mother's womb so that the internal organs would not be harmed during the abortion in order to harvest them after the procedure. They admitted the aborted babies were alive when their bodies were cut open to retrieve the organs, commissioned by well-paying third parties.
Come on, fam.
A lot of people want intact parts these days because they're looking for specific nodes. Yesterday was the first time she said people wanted lungs. And then, like I said, always as many intact livers as possible. People just want livers. Some people want lower extremities too, which that's simple. I mean, that's easy. I don't know what they're doing with it. I guess they want muscle.
Yeah, a dime a dozen.
If you want to see more of it, you can click on the link below and watch the full expose. It's a 30-minute piece. So before you cry for the...
And keep in mind, right? Let's do the research. We'll do a show about Moloch. We'll do a show about Baal and whatnot. These people who are called liberal Democrats, right, are ideologically damn near similar to what they call Zionists, right? I have to come up with a new word for that too, because now the Sentinels are alerted. right? And these same people are bombing children as we speak. These same people have a very satanic approach when it comes to innocent children, women, and elderly that I've never seen before on my timeline. And I've seen a lot of things. I've been online for mad long. It's a different type of quote unquote evil. It's a different type of heartlessness. And we talked, it's a different type of demon time. Same people. Same people. So when we talk about how certain people are not, when it comes to when it comes to not aligning oneself with the enemy, when it comes to not being a battery for the enemy, when it comes to not being used by the enemy, this is what we're talking about. It's out of love. And then the frustration begins to kick in when you really sit back and you look at how many of our people have signed pacts, and they are toe in toe, step in step, foot in foot, arm in arm with the enemy, and will smile in your face and try to shame you because you're not a part of this covenant. Okay? This cannot consist. This is what causes cognitive dissonance. This is what causes mental illnesses and whatnot. You got people literally waking up every day, punching in, being in alignment with an enemy energy, a demonic force. You understand? Being part and parcel to not the upliftment of fallen humanity. That's what we wake up every day to do. We wake up to uplift. I will never allow myself with no type of party, no type of organization, no type of movement, no type of frequency, no type of energy that's dealing with harming nothing that's alive, bro. Unless we're at war and it's physical. What are you talking about? How do you think you can't make it through the gates if you got those attachments? You fooling yourself. I really hate to tell you, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I hate it. You know what I'm talking about? These are some uncomfortable truths, and I don't find joy in delivering it all the time. But somebody gotta say it. I don't give a fuck, woman, man, all of that. Yo, this is my Sex in the City movement, my girls club. You cannot align yourself. You cannot be in part and parcel. You can't even no. You have to publicly denounce all of that shit that you're tied into. Okay? Because if you go down with them, then what you want us to do? What you want to, we want to help, but we can't help if you tied into this mentality, into these movements, this feminazi shit, this yo, I could, no, that's it. That ain't it. Super spiritual people have a purpose. They practice things like abstinence. They have great intuition. They're walking a certain path. There is no fucking mistakes. You feel me? When you get in alignment, you don't have to use none of those excuses that Babylon keep telling you that's an excuse and making you, even by you even saying it, it's almost like you will manifest a negative reality rather than to affirm, nah, when I'm great. I'm about to bring a star seed up in this thing. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll never have to worry about no type of man or anybody taking no type of negative effect or advantage of me. I'm walking in my purpose. That shit don't happen when you're walking in your purpose.